Hi guys, thanks for coming to listen to my speech today. Today I'm just going to be talking to you about geocaching. And for you that don't know what geocaching is, I'm going to explain it. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to go treasure hunting? Well, geocaching is kind of like that. It's an exciting way to be outdoors, and it can be any time during the year. It's a fun way to get your family involved and do an activity that doesn't cost any money. There's really a couple of things that you have to know about geocaching before you get out there. The first is that it's a tracking game, so you have to have a GPS. You can either buy a GPS online at Walmart or borrow one from a family member. I actually have one on my smartphone, and it's just a geocaching.com app, and it actually gets you pretty close to the geocache. It gets you within 15 feet maybe. But let's go back to what geocaching actually is. Geocaching is, again, like a treasure hunt. There's different sizes of geocaching. What they are people from all over the world. There's not only in the U.S. They hide little trinkets or little log books that you just write your name and the date you were there on it, and then you put it back. Some of the bigger ones, they actually have boxes that have little trinkets in it, and what you do is when you actually find one, you take stuff with you in a pen. That's always handy. You take something out and then you put something back in, and usually it's about equal value if possible, so only take if you have something that is equal to replace it. And then on the logs, they're called micro geocaches, and they actually are just little pieces of paper rolled up into very, very small little containers, and you just write your name and the date you were there, and you'll see that we have found some that date back to like 2000, so it's really neat to find. But after you have your your GPS, you can actually go on geocaching.com, and you can type in your zip code, and it will show you all of the different caches in your area. Or on your smartphone, you can just do the location of where you currently are, and it will show you the 3 closest usually, and it tells you what direction you need to go, how far you are from it, and how big it is. Like I said, they do have very small ones up to large ones. They have micro, small, medium, and large, and they can be anywhere from, we found them like this big, that's just a log, up to big like lunch boxes, and they're hidden pretty well. Some of them we haven't been able to find, and I think it's just because the more, better of a hider you are, the harder it is to find. Also on geocaching.com, it will tell you the terrain that it is, so if it's easy to get to, it lets you know. It also will let you know probably the kind of clothes that you need to wear. I suggest always wearing tennis shoes, because you never know what you're actually going to get into. And I think that on geocaching.com, you can actually just, if you don't have a smartphone, you can type in, like I said, your zip code, and it will show you, but it will also give you the coordinates. So you can type in the coordinates on your GPS, and then it will lead you close to the geocache. I think that it's easier to find the larger ones. We've had problems finding micro ones, and usually micro ones, again, are just logs, so they might not be as fun. And then they honestly are hidden very well, most of them. We have found some that are up in trees. We've found some that are on fences. So really you just have to look really close at what you're looking for, and stay close to your coordinates. And don't get discouraged if you don't find any, because they sometimes are very hard to catch, or to get, I'm sorry. But once again, it is something fun to do, and if you go to their website, it tells you everything that you need, like GPS and the coordinates. It tells you the terrain again, and also you can track stuff or hide stuff yourself. If you hide stuff, they actually have a place that you can go to where you can put in the coordinates of what you've hidden so that other people will be able to track it. But again, it's really fun. It's like treasure hunting. It's outdoorsy. And it's something neat that you can do. And if you guys want, after I'm done with this, I'll actually show you where one is just right across the street. It's kind of cool. So thanks so much for coming to listen to my speech about geocaching. I hope that you've learned more about what it is and that you'll go outside and do this fun activity as a family. Thanks.